Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alejandro Salas, and I'm an 8th grade student at Serrano Middle School. I feel honored and proud to have been selected as the Rotary Student of the Month. First of all, I would like to thank God for providing me with everything I needed to be successful, and for providing me with many great teachers and support staff along my educational journey. There have been a lot of people that have each contributed to my development, and I appreciate them all. Secondly, I want to thank the Rotary Club for considering me for this award and allowing me to feel the pride that comes with it, knowing that I earned it through hard work, resilience, and dedication. I also want to thank the OMSD Superintendent, Dr. Hammond, and the cabinet members. I especially want to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Melendez, the Serrano Middle School principal, for his support, professionalism, and encouragement along the way. He's the kind of administrator that some of us need, tough and strict, but dedicated, caring, and fair as well. Lastly, but most importantly, I want to thank God for the parents He gave me. They have always encouraged and motivated me to do my best. I'm grateful that they have helped me see that education is the key to a successful future. So much so that I have only missed one day of school since kindergarten, and that was only because I had to have surgery done, which my parents scheduled for a Friday, just so I could be back to school the following Monday and not fall behind. Obviously with doctor's approval. My parents have been there for me always. They were there cheering me on when I learned to read 250 words a minute in first grade, when I placed second at my elementary school spelling bee, when I played the lead role in the school play, when I performed in front of the whole school in the 6th grade talent show, when I gave my elementary school's graduation speech. They were there when I needed to be reminded that I had to be nice to my younger sister who looks up to me. They supported me when I decided to challenge myself by joining the middle school honors program, where I've earned mostly all A's in all my classes. And they were there for me as well when I joined the soccer team and earned my way to the AYSO select team, and then the AYSO extra team, a team made up of the top players in the region. So, who is Alejandro Salas? Just your average teenager discovering the world and its challenges, who has learned that although life can be difficult, a positive attitude can make the difference. But also a creative, confident, and unique thinker ready to make a positive impact in the world of tomorrow. As you can see, I've had many accomplishments, but I realize too that I have a long road ahead. For my future plans, I would love to go to either MIT, UCLA, UC Berkeley, Princeton, or Harvard. I know it won't be easy, but I know I can make it happen. Eventually, I hope to pursue a career in technology or business, or both. You know, like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. But whatever it is I do, I hope I'm able to make our world a better place, because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carla Reese, and I am an 8th grade student at Central Language Academy. I would like to begin my speech by thanking all of my teacher, principal, classmates, staff, parents, and especially the one and only Superintendent Dr. James Hammond for making this day possible. I have been attending CLA for about 3 years now, and although my experience may be different from my classmates, I have had a wonderful time here. I am grateful for being part of the dual language program and learning English, Spanish, and Mandarin. When I first came to this school, I was anxious and didn't know what to expect. I was able to make new friends, meet my new teachers and staff. CLA has opened new opportunities for me and has taught me to be confident, collaborative, compassionate, and responsible. These times have been rough for everyone, but I tried to make every day count. In 7th grade, I was able to be a part of Math Pentathlon. That experience taught me the importance of teamwork and the ability to compete with others. I would consider myself as a very hardworking and friendly person. I enjoy music and spending most of the time with family and friends. I enjoy going on vacation and taking photos. I also like math and science, and for a future career, I would love to be a part of a medical field and study at UCLA. Next year, I am ready to enter high school, a new chapter in my life, and I am really thankful for my school, teacher, and family for preparing me for this moment. Once again, thank you to all my teacher, family, and friends for believing and encouraging me. I am excited for what the future brings, and I appreciate a lot for choosing me as Student of the Month for CLA. Thank you, gracias, tia.
Good afternoon. First, I would like to thank the Ontario Rotary, OMSD Board of Trustees, and Superintendent Hammond for hosting this event and for the recognition. I also want to thank my parents and teachers for helping me through these different times. To start off with, my name is Brian Creek, and I am the youngest of 2 children. I was born in Pomona, but my family lived in Ontario for 1 year, Then we moved to Fontana, where we are now. The reason we moved was because it was becoming a little cramped in the home in Ontario. One of my interests, though, is history, more specifically watching videos about history. Although the information from these hasn't really helped me in school just yet, I still love learning about the history of our world society. Another one of my interests, though, is racing. Although I've been able to do this recently due to certain events, I still love the exhilaration that comes from competing against other people. Though I do have to add that even when we were still in school, I wasn't able to do this that much due to my friends not being the most athletic people out there. At Edison, though, my favorite subject is math, mostly because it's the easiest subject for me to understand, and is subsequently my best subject to the point where I'm actually a year ahead of the rest of my class with another 3 students. On the other hand, though, my favorite teacher this year is Mr. Gonzalez, my English teacher. The reason being that he's the most laid back teacher I have this year, along with the most philosophical in a way. And currently, though, I don't actually have any plans for what I'm going to do after high school. I do have a few interests such as physics, chemistry, and in general math, but I still haven't really had to think that far ahead. And currently, I don't really want to, because I'd rather try to develop my interests and possibly find new ones before I try and make any decisions on what I want to do in the future. And I once again want to thank the Ontario Rotary and OMSD Board of Trustees for this acknowledgement. And oh yeah, go Bobcats!
My name is Michelle Lam. Currently, I am 13 years old. My hometown was San Gabriel. The most special thing about my family is that they were willing to support each other when things get rough. During my free times, I like to read and listen to music. One thing that I'm good at doing is any assignments in a short amount of time with low music playing. The way De Anza has helped me achieve this award is by helping me get through my tough times. Some amazing things about De Anza is that all the staff members are willing to support you with anything you need. Mr. Stott is by far my most favorite teacher in middle school. He always tells me that I'm amazing and that I can do it. He helps me build up my confidence every day when I get to class. For high school, I planned on going to Ontario, but my address is slotted into Colony. This will change a lot of things, but one thing that's not going to change is my future career. I envision myself going to Johns Hopkins University and becoming a pediatric surgeon. I want to change young kids' lives and make them feel better. There's this one quote that I think about all the time. Failure is important. We talk about success all the time. It is the ability to resist failure or use that failure that often leads to greater success. J.K. Rowling.
Good afternoon, Ontario Rotary board members, district personnel, principals, parents, and fellow classmates. It is a pleasure to be here before I to accept this award. My name is Michaela Brown. I am an 8th grader at Vinadings Middle School. I am the second youngest in my family, for I have 4 brothers and 3 sisters. My mom is from the island of Tonga but came to Ontario when she was 8 years old, and my dad is from Los Angeles but came to Ontario in the year 2000s. I attended Edison Elementary School when I was in kindergarten and attended Berlin Elementary School for the rest of my elementary school years. Interests and hobbies that I have is singing. I love to sing because I seek it as a passion, for I can express myself through singing. I also love to play volleyball because it is a passion that I have, and it is something that I will carry on playing at college, hopefully that I can get scholarships for. Therefore, the universities and colleges that I would like to enroll and attend that is USC, UCLA, Stanford, Cal State Long Beach, and University of Hawaii at Manoa. The individuals that have impacted my life thus far is my whole family. The aspirations me and my family have for the future is to help those in need, to be happy, healthy together, and to be inclusive in our community. My experience as an OMSD student this far has been a wonderful experience. Something that Vinadings Middle School has taught me to equip in my dream and future is to never give up, and that it is okay to fail. Because no matter if you fail and are on the ground, you can pick yourself up and to keep striving.
In closing, I would like to thank Ontario Rotary and Dr. Hammond and his cabinet for this great honor. I appreciate your active participation in recognizing the hard work of students in OMSD. In addition, I would like to thank Vaina Dangs Middle School Principal and Vice Principal Mrs. Arvisu and Mr. Ayala for recognizing me and acknowledging me for this award, and for always keeping Vaina Dangs Middle School on their toes and to keeping us disciplined. Therefore, thank you and go Mighty Bobcats.
Hello, my name is Markel Miller, and I'm an 8th grader at Oaks Middle School. First, I'd like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Hammond, and the Rotary Club for my award. I'd also like to thank my teachers, staff, and my parents for this award. Having a positive mindset and a strong support system has always been the key for me succeeding in school. I struggled in school, both with my grades and behavior. It started at my old school, and let's just say my parents had a lot of phone calls. I was always that one kid who does what he wants to and doesn't care about the consequences. I moved to Oaks in 7th grade, and it was tough. I was still having the same behaviors I had in the past, and guess what? It led to specialized ELD, all because I rushed through my test. One day, it clicked, and finally I shaped up, and from that day on, I told myself, I'm never going to be able to play football with me acting like this. Which, by the way, is my favorite sport. Over the past 2 years, with the help of my parents and teachers, I have improved on my grades and my behavior. This is what I felt like I was genuinely missing. When I go to high school, I want to become a varsity football player and become the best DB and wide receiver. After high school, my top 3 colleges I want to attend are Ohio State, Oregon, or USC to play football and be an architect. From there, I want to be in the NFL and take my dad's place as a pro football player. But if that doesn't work out, I want to be an architect. I didn't get those grades by myself. And like I tell everyone else, if it weren't for my parents keeping me on top of my work and being on my head, I wouldn't even be here right now. It was a long ride, and it took a lot to get here. But you know what I told myself? That the only way I'm going to get through life is through hard work, having the right mindset, and dedication. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andrea Sierra. I first would like to thank Ms. Tovar, all of Vernon's staff, and the Superintendent Dr. Hammond for all their support during distance learning. I would also like to thank the Ontario Rotary Club for hosting the Student of the Month Zoom meeting. I am so honored to be selected as Student of the Month. Here's a little bit about myself. I attended Buena Vista since 1st grade and continued VAPA at Vernon. Some of my special hobbies include dancing, baking, and fashion. My school experience has been very different than last year. It has been an adjustment to online learning, not just for me, but for everyone. Being on the dance team for 2 years has helped my passion for dance grow. Being an avid for 2 years has helped me prepare for high school and college. My college career goal would be to become a crime scene investigator. I chose this because I like solving mysteries, I enjoy photography, and overall I think it's very interesting. If I can, I would love to attend USC. I have always had an interest for USC, and they have a good criminal justice program. I hope we can continue to make this school year memorable. Thank you for choosing me as Student of the Month.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marieli Fuentes, and I'm a student here at Vineyard STEM. I would like to start off by saying how honored I am to be recognized as this month's Rotary Student of the Month. And I would like to thank the Rotary Club for offering me this opportunity and acknowledging my hard work and their efforts to help our community. This effort to provide humanitarian service and encourage higher ethical standards is important to run this community smoothly. I'd like to thank Mr. Hobbs and Ms. Ariano for their hard work in putting in time and effort to ensure students have a great education during these difficult times. I'd like to thank my teachers, Ms. Schreiner, Dr. Swartz, and Mr. Koo, for their tremendous efforts to educate me and my classmates. They work really hard to make sure we're comfortable with our lessons. Despite the environment, I have managed to learn many new things and develop many new skills. I thank them for everything they have done. I'd like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Hammond, and the OMSD board members for keeping our district running smoothly and helping families during this difficult time. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my parents. They have done so much for me and supported me throughout my life. They do anything they can to help, even if they don't understand. I thank everyone for their help and helping me grow into the person I am today. I am here today because of the effort, the time I have put in all my work. I turned in all my work in time. While this year started off difficult, I persevered and strived in my classes. I asked for help and I was always on top of my assignments. I have many goals in life, and some of my goals from here at Vineyard is to promote from middle school to high school with straight A's. I will accomplish this goal by doing all assignments, participating, and putting in as much time and effort. My plan after I graduate high school is to get into a good college that will help me with my career I want to pursue, which is to become a fashion designer. The college I would like to attend is the New York University. NYU has many great fashion and business programs, which I feel will prepare me for my career. To accomplish these goals of mine, I will continue to keep my grades up, do all my work, and join clubs that involve what I want to do in my future. I will not be pushed down. I will persevere to make a name for myself. I will succeed. Again, I thank everyone for their time and effort to support me in my education. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.
Greetings to all the students and staff. My name is Kenneth Lee, and it is a great pleasure to be able to participate in the Rotary Student of the Month. I come from a Vietnamese background and I live in a family of 6. I have 3 siblings, and among them, I'm second to youngest. Some of the things I enjoy in life include music, drawing, gaming, and my friends, and the time that I have to myself. I play badminton, and I'm going to start tennis training. Outside of school, I participate in a Buddhist youth association, and I'm in a dance team there. But due to the current situation, it has become hard to do a lot of the things that I used to do. This includes going to temple, performing, meeting up with others, and so forth. However, I'm a bit thankful to this pandemic. Because of it, I was able to learn a bit more about myself with the time that I have on my hands, and I was able to pick up some new things. While using a lot of the extra time that I had during quarantine, I was able to think more about my future, and like many students who are recognized here, I have a career plan. This includes going to school for an extra 7 years and becoming a prosecutor. I aspire to become someone successful and someone who contributes to society. Thank you once again for recognizing me, and thank you staff for working hard to make sure that we students are doing well.